Hold you fast.
Record. All right, welcome to Mindset Monday. It's 8:04. This is a training we do every Monday except for the last Monday of every month. And this is just something that we hope that we can take 30 minutes of your Monday and change the tone of your business, give you ideas, inspire you. We know Mondays can kind of be a drag if you have to work Monday through Friday. So if you're in New Zealand, it is Tuesday. But we hope that these trainings help push you through the week and give you ideas and motivate you. So tonight we're really excited. We'll have Kelsey and Shonda and Karma all unmute themselves. But we're going to talk about Mondays are my favorite. Thanks, Sarah. We're going to talk tonight about World Tour and incentive because we are a little bit more than halfway through earning this incentive. So for example, earlier this week, I was looking at my points and seeing what I projected that I would earn and where I'm at. And it wasn't the same. If I'm being honest, I thought I'd be at least 4,000 or 5,000 points farther along, but it was because I was banking on a big fundraiser I do every year. And they decided to go with a crockpot fundraiser thing. So I had to reevaluate my incentive trip points. And I encourage you, if you are pushing towards the incentive trip, don't get discouraged if you're not where you want to be. 9 times out of 10, people aren't going to be where they want to be. I set really high goals for myself, and I hit them sometimes, but not all the time. And like I said, I'm not where I thought I would be with the incentive. Now, does that discourage me a little bit? But that happens every year. So what I would encourage you to do is go to your incentive trip tab, see where you're at, see how close you are to level 1 or 2. If you are still confused, message your upline, message us, we'll help you. But just reevaluate. One of my things I'm really working on is sponsoring points, and I need to get at least one more person certified. And so I have been messaging 2 of my girls that are newer recruits. And I just said, hey, listen, we got to get you certified in the next month. I even did a cash bonus. So I just said, hey, if you can get certified by this date, I'll send you a little cash bonus in time for Christmas. It can be $25. If you don't have the money to do that, don't do that. But that's something as a little extra incentive that I have them working towards. And both of them are like, oh my gosh, I'm game. So I've been sending them ideas. I send them a picture of my bag party. I told them, hey, this is what you can send to try to get a couple bag parties. Shoot for one over Thanksgiving, shoot for a bag party the first week in December because people are Christmas shopping. Every time I see something cute with like stocking stuffers in it, I'll shoot it to my new recruits and say, hey, do this. This is great. Send to people and try to get at least 2 online parties, just things like that to keep them motivated and going. I will say one thing I've struggled with, I know Kelsey, we talked about this a little bit too, is just getting recruits, getting good recruits that want to actually work their business is sometimes hard. I think that for me, it's been hard because I've been doing the host exclusive a lot. And so a lot of them aren't investing a lot into a kit. They're maybe spending $20, $30, $40 or getting it free. And so there's not that initial investment up front. And I'm finding out that sometimes if there's no investment, there's not as much work ethic. So I feel like, at times is it me? Like, what's wrong with me? Am I not sponsoring them correctly? But in reality, it just is what it is. 1 out of every 5 recruits you get are going to do something, right? So don't get too hard on yourself. But it's a constant self-evaluation process. Where do I find the recruits that want to work? Where can I find the people that want to invest in their business? And it's something that if you're in for the long haul, you're going to go through peaks and valleys. You're going to go through struggles and times where it's easier and times where you get like 2 back-to-back rock stars and you're like, oh my gosh. And then other times you're going to get 5 recruits and they all just don't do anything. And you're like, what the heck, banging your head against the wall. So just being authentic, that's probably an area that I've struggled with, is just getting quality recruits who actually want to work their business. So if you're struggling with that, it's okay. But I can only dwell on that and try to help them so much. I've got to keep my butt in gear and keep trying to find those people. So I know for me, I've got to keep looking for the next recruit, keep having those conversations. If that's an area at the incentive trip that you're kind of struggling right now, it's November, 21st. So people can sign up and make a paycheck before Christmas or right after Christmas when it really matters. So it's still a really, really, really great time to recruit. But just know that you're not alone if you struggle in that area. And some of you may just need to amp up your sales. I put a post on Facebook on last Wednesday or Thursday. I put a picture of my bag party. You guys feel free to copy verbiage, use your own picture, but copy verbiage if you would like. But I put a post on Facebook saying that, who wants to take this bag party to, let me mute someone, to work or take over Thanksgiving holiday. I will message you something amazing if you do. And I messaged the girl and I gave her some freebies on top of her host rewards. She just texted me today and she has $300 in orders and she's still collecting a few tomorrow. And so just things like that. It's putting yourself out there. I know personally every month I have to sell at least 1,000 to get the 2,500 PRV bonus for the incentive. So my minimum each month is 1,000. In the fall, you guys should have no problem selling 1,000 if you are working your business and you're not changing countries. You should have no problem selling 1,000 PRV. But that's just kind of, I wanted to be authentic and tell you where I was at. I had to reevaluate my points. I'm not where I want to be. I will earn level 2. I'm claiming it right now. I still have some things that have to happen, but I am earning level 2. I'll just have to buy in Matt and it is what it is. Am I going to shoot for level 3? Yes. Realistically, I'll probably earn level 2, but even level 2, I'm not on the projected points where I want to be. So I want you guys to know, if you're in the same boat, it's okay. It happens to me every year. Shake your head if you've earned a trip and you're not where you want to be on points wise. Most people are shaking their head. Patty, Roseanne, Shonda, Delinda, everyone's shaking their head. So it's okay. Stay encouraged. If you know what your goal is, you're going to reevaluate your points and you're going to push forward and you're going to make it happen. And once you go on an incentive trip, you will never not go on another one again. Patty's shaking her head. It's so true. Ryan, look, Ryan's like, heck yeah. I mean, it's good to see you on tonight, Ryan. It's so true. And so, earlier whenever I was evaluating my points and I'm like, oh God, a part of me, like, I have one side, I'm like, I'm a failure. Like I'm not close to where I want to be. And the other side's like, but you can't miss an incentive trip. And this side's like, but you're not where you want to be. And your recruits aren't certifying. And so I get the struggle. Everyone on here gets the struggle. But the reality is I'm going to do whatever I have to do to earn the trip. So I will go work the street corner if I have to. Not selling myself, but selling Scentsy. I will go work it at the bank. I'll go whatever means I have to do. I will make sure that I earn this trip. I get the certified points. I'll get it done. So I just know I don't want to miss. And I hope that you guys are in the same boat. So does Shonda, Kelsey, or Karma want to jump in? I'll do the street corner. Patty said, come on, girl.
I'm all about jumping in right now because I want to tell y'all, I know a lot I know this was me when I was a essential or certified consultant or lead consultant. I would look up at the people that were directors and star directors and superstar directors and think to myself, they've got it made. They've got it made. I see all these people that are earning, y'all. That is not the case at all. Some of us are SSCs and we are still struggling just like y'all are. That's just part of it. Every single incentive I have said, Jacqueline and Karma and Kelsey can tell you, I have said to them, there's no way I'm not going to earn it. There is no way. I give up. I quit because that's just my mental attitude. And I have to say it and get it out and let them fuss at me. And then I get my mind right. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to earn this incentive. I know that y'all are seeing some of these people that are like, I earned level 3 in August. Y'all, that's great. And first of all, congrats to them. Don't be jealous of that. Don't be envious of that. Don't be looking at that and thinking, oh, wow, like I'm not going to earn. These people earned the first month. Y'all, those are extraordinary circumstances. That's not how 95% of consultants earn these incentives. Probably 75% of us come in on 2 wheels on the last night, January 31st, and we are literally like scraping for the PRV. We're scraping to get that last person certified or promoted to lead or star or whatever. Like, that's how it is for most consultants. So please don't get down on yourself when you see those people that are earning in August and September and they're like, oh my gosh, I get my pick of trips. That's great. That's great for them. That's not what you're trying to do anyway. You're trying to earn your first incentive trip or your second incentive trip, or maybe you have wanted to go to Cabo your whole entire life. You're not living their life. You're living yours. So make sure that you kind of put those blinders on, like the horses in the race, and you're not looking over here and over there. You're looking straight ahead of you at your goal, because that's all that really matters. At the end of the day, it matters what you do, and you can't look at everybody else. So I just wanted to kind of jump in here and say, I promise you, you are not alone struggling. I thought I'd have a level 2 earned by now, and I don't. And I'm just trying to figure out, what do I do? What am I doing now that's not working? What can I do differently? What am I doing that I've always done that is still working? Because you want to keep doing those things, but you have to constantly reevaluate yourself all the way throughout this incentive and figure out, is what I'm doing working? If it's not, what do I need to do differently? And if you just feel like, I don't know, I just look at my points and they're not there and I don't know what to do, y'all, you need to talk to somebody. Talk to your sponsor, your director, your SD, your superstar director. Talk to somebody and say, I really want to earn this trip, but I don't even know what to do. Because I promise we've all been there before and we want to help you. So don't throw your hands up in the air and quit. Throw your hands up in the air and say, help me. I promise we're going to help. I mean, look at all these leaders. They're all nodding their head. Yes, I will help you. Come to me. There's no stupid question. Earning your first incentive is really challenging. Yeah, look at Patty. She's like, come on with it, girl. Yeah. Because I mean, we've all been there where we needed that help. We needed that pep talk. We needed somebody that had some great ideas. I mean, I can't tell you how many days I've gotten on our little chat with the 4 of us and said, I just need some PRV today. What are y'all doing? Can I copy something off your page? And sometimes I don't even ask. I just copy it off their page anyway. I try to be original sometimes, but sometimes you just got to see what they got going on and say, oh, that's a great idea. So one example I want to give you right quick, just of PRV. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but it's something I'm trying. We all did that diffuser special way back when. I'm doing something like that again. And what I'm doing this time is I have a ton of pods that I have purchased free and half price through parties that I didn't have a host for. So I'm doing a diffuser special. I'll be happy to send it to you if you want to know what that is. I've already put it in my team page, but I'll be happy to send it to you and show you what I'm doing. But use the rewards that you have, put bundles together, put specials together, do whatever you got to do to get your PRV. And then you can work on helping those team members that you have to promote. and you can share your ideas. If your ideas work, don't think, oh, I want to be stingy with this idea. This is a good idea. Go share it with them. Go help them to build their business, because as you are building people up, they're building you up. We're all better together. We're all in this together. So that's my spiel. I'm done.
Okay, I have a spiel. So one, I'm gonna kind of go on a tangent off of what Shonda just said, about don't keep your idea to yourself. Like, there are so many times where I see so many of us doing these amazing things, and I'm like, why have they not, like, you're out there. The other day someone was doing the River the Reindeer adoptions, and I'm like, will you please share those adoption certificates in the team page? Oh yeah. And I'm like, you guys, like, share this stuff. If you're doing this stuff, why are you keeping it to yourself? Because your customers aren't the same as all the other people's customers. We all have different customers. Share what the heck you're doing so that we can all do it. But so that's my little tangent on that. But so about incentive, I am the person that sits at SFR and the incentive is announced, and I hear where it is, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's going to be like 2.3 million points, and I'm going to have like 780,000 sponsoring points, and there's no way. There's absolutely no way I'm not going to be able to do it. So then you wait like what, the 3 weeks, the agonizing 3 weeks of finding out what the actual like criteria is to earn the trip. And it comes out and you're like, oh shit, it's 35,000 points and 8,000 sponsoring points. But this year it was only 2,500 sponsoring points. But seriously, this year I still had the oh shit moment. 2,500 sponsoring points. Oh my God, I can't even get somebody to be active. How am I going to get 2,500 sponsoring points? Straight up panic. And this is me every single incentive period, straight up panic. So I pulled out this little incentive tracker and I made myself a plan and I looked at it and I'm like, there's no way. There's no way I can do that. So I crumbled it up and I tossed it. So then I made this one, and Jacqueline and I in this are opposite, because she makes her goals so big that maybe she doesn't accomplish them every month. I make mine small. And then when I accomplish them and blow them out of the water, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is amazing. I never thought that I would earn level 1. Well, I take that back. I did think I would earn level 1. I didn't think I would earn it as fast as I did, but I did. So when I did that, I was like, okay, I have to get these sponsoring points. I have to get these sponsoring points. So many times I struggle with sponsoring. That's what I hear. I struggle with sponsoring. I don't know how to sponsor. I can't get anyone to join my team. Hey, neither can I. Neither can I. But I'm going to find someone to join my team. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to flip the parties. I'm going to give away the free kits. That's how you have to do it. And that's how I've had to do it. I had a party in September. I want to say she had like a $1,200 party. And it literally took Shonda saying to me, why don't you flip her that party? She'd already be certified. And I'm like, well, damn, you're right. Why don't I? So I did. I gave away the 1,200 PRV, but you know what? I got 1,000 sponsoring points. Then you guys, you have to dig deep. Maybe you're struggling with the actual sponsoring piece of getting people to join your team, but you have a list of people who have already joined your team. What can they do? Where are they? 3 people on my team have gotten recruits over the last 4 months and had no clue had I not told them, hey, if you sell 500 PRV or what is it, like more than that, you need 1,333 PRV to reach lead. So divide that by 2, whatever the heck that is. If you sell this and they sell this, you're going to promote. They don't realize it's that easy when they already have 400 PRV. They don't realize, oh, all I need is like 300 more. They do not realize that. You have to be the leader and you have to show them how to be the leader. And that's literally what I spent my entire September and October doing, is digging so deep and literally finding these people who could promote. So I have 1,000 points from someone that recently joined. The others have been people on my team for years. Like, I kid you not, years. Someone that promoted has been on my team for 3 years, and she promoted to lead consultant. She wouldn't have done that had I not dug deep into that list and found that someone had joined her team. All they needed to do was both sell 700 PRV. That's all they had to do. And she did it. And I got those points. So I've earned level 2. I've worked my butt off to earn level 2. And I think that's something else that gets very misconstrued, is that so many people think, yeah, well, they're superstar directors. You guys, I can't tell you the last time I was paid at title. I have no clue. Over a year ago. I don't get those, 2,500 or paid at title points every month. I'm lucky if I get the 1,500 for star director, but I get 1,000. We have to work probably harder than a certified consultant to earn these incentives. We can't promote. A superstar director cannot promote. There are no more promotions left. We don't get promotion points. We have to recruit, we have to lead, we have to sell. That's what we have to do. That's what we all have to do. You just get to be lucky and get those promotion points still. So dig deep in your list, dig deep, figure it out. If you need help, we're all here to help. That's what we're here for. But when Roseanne says this a lot, and I love how she puts this, when you're quiet and you don't ask for help, how do we know you need help? When you don't respond to our attempts of reaching out, how do we know you need help? There has to be communication. So there, I was on a soapbox there for a minute, but I feel passionate about this because I know how hard I have had to work for this incentive. I honestly thought that I would be coming in on 2 wheels sideways on January 31st for level 2. And right now I'm going to be coming in on 2 wheels sideways for level 3. Like, it's going to be a struggle, but I'm going to fight for it because I want it. So we need to touch on world tour at some point, but that's my spiel for the night.
I love it. Karma, do you want to add anything to that, or did you want to touch on world tour, or? Uh-oh, I can't hear you. You're muted.
She's half asleep.
Come
I
on,
have been
Karma.
up. I have been up since 4 a.m. So, I didn't get much sleep and I'm like barely hanging on by a thread. I don't know what I can add to the incentive trip except for I am not like the others. I am not. I do not plan. I don't know the last time I made a plan for an incentive trip. I hate to admit that because I preach to my team that you have to have a plan to earn a trip, but I do my best when I wing it from the seat of my pants. And if you were that way, then I'm that person for you. You can come and talk to me. But like you said, the sponsoring points are the hardest ones because you can give away 14 kits like I have since September and still not have enough sponsoring points for level 3 because people do not want to work. They're lazy, they're sorry. So if you recruit 5 and you think that you should have your sponsoring points, no, you have to recruit probably 20 to get 2 that'll work. So don't think that just because you have 5 recruits that you're done. No, you need to keep recruiting, keep giving those kits away. I mean, they're not out of our pocket. Yes, it's out of our free host rewards whenever we have random orders. But trust me, Shonda has seen my stock in person. She knows I don't need any more wax. So I give those away because the way I feel, yes, they might just be a kidnapper that's wanting to take their free kit and run. But if I give away 10 and I at least help one grow a business, I'm at least blessing one household. So try to give away as many kits as you can. And if you have a host that's hosting a party and she doesn't want the kit, you can still add a kit to that. Yes, you can't give it to them free because you need to use those host rewards for the hostess. But as long as you leave 1 penny in the host reward cart, you can add a kit for $59. So if you don't know how to do that, you can reach out separately, because I don't want to take up a lot of time because we still have to talk about World Tour, and we've already been on here. Well, it's only been like, well, no, it's been 28 minutes. I was going to say 8 minutes. I'm so tired. I can't even read my clock, you guys. So
I love it. And you know, some of you
I think that
Oh.
that's,
go ahead.
no, I
Jen.
was just gonna say that based on like moving on to World Tour, you're getting 500 points for attending World Tour.
Yep. Now they're not
So-
sponsoring points, but they're still 500 points.
No,
And
500
can be
points. I
a
want
deal
those
breaker.
500 points.
I want those 500 points.
Yeah.
'cause, you
Yeah.
know, I might not be
Yes,
getting
it
paid at
can.
title every month. So
right,
those
that's what I'm
points are gonna
saying.
come
That
in
can be
handy.
the deciding factor sometimes. Like I know people that have not earned the trip by like 100, 200, 300 points. So going to World Tour could literally make or break this incentive trip for you.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I'll
And
add
you
something.
want
as-
to go to World Tour because that's
Yeah.
where a lot of leaders are born. Susie's on here. Our Susan Pack, as you know her, some people know her. You can ask Shonda. Shonda got to meet her at one of my retreats years ago when Susie was, I think, a certified consultant, and she was all down on herself saying that she was never going to do this. She was never going to recruit. She was never going to do that, blah, 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 you know, being negative Nancy over here and making excuses, which I don't like because, you know, I think excuses are bullshit. But she went to World Tour in 2020, right before the world decided to shut down because of the fake little thing, but you know, that's another story. But anyway, she was at World Tour. I was sitting right beside her. She got to listen to a breakout from Jennifer Anderson, and Jennifer said the exact same stuff that I had said to Susie multiple times. And Susie even looked at me and said, I know you've told me this 100 times, but I'm just now actually hearing it because it was from someone other than you, my mother. And I'm like, which I'm not her mom, but that's what she said. And she was like, because sometimes when you tell me, I hear it as Charlie Brown's teacher, want, 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 want. But she heard it from someone else in a new light, and it set a fire in her. And she came home and she put her butt to work, stopped making excuses, and promoted to director by the end of the year.
Mhm.
So
That's what happens at events, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
you can go there in this totally different mind frame and you come out and you're like, wow, like it's like it just opened your eyes so much. And I know, like, if you have a spouse that is not supportive of your business, it will open their eyes as well. So, you know, bring your spouse with you, or bring a guest that is one of your really good customers that maybe you've talked to about joining and they're like, I don't know. Bring them to World Tours as a guest. Y'all, they will join your team before they leave that place. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'd like to add something really quick. It doesn't matter what your title is. We can all earn this, but the thing is sponsoring, like all the other ladies, sponsor, and look for those rock stars. But I see people, I was a star consultant when I earned my first incentive. Didn't even know I earned it till my sponsor, Kelsey, told me I earned it. And that was to Spain, Italy, and France, the Mediterranean cruise. So don't think that because you're not high up there that you can't earn a trip. It's totally doable, you guys. Just be consistent. Really want it.
Yep. And as far as like Roseanne, I love that. And I love that we got to hang out in the Mediterranean together and chase down those trains that we almost missed. And we almost missed the ship because we did not know what we were doing. But it was an adventure and it was so much fun. But I'll add to as far as
Why
world
do you
tour
shake
goes.
your head at us?
Yes. It was kind of scary. We almost were left by the ship, but we didn't.
It was an extreme adventure.
It was very extreme. I think we were literally the last ones to board. But as far as the world tour goes, so before I went to my first Scentsy event, I was invited. So I joined in 2007. My upline Allison invited me to Scentsy convention in Boise, Idaho in 2008. Well, I didn't want to commit because I thought if I committed to go to convention, man, I'm pretty serious about Scentsy. And at that point, it was more of a hobby to me. And I just had this fear of commitment. Like, man, if I actually go to this event, like I have to say, I'm like, I think this is like a serious side gig. And so I didn't go, and they came back and they were full of all this energy and ideas, and they all took off. Their paychecks took off, their ideas took off. They were excited. And I was kind of in the back seat, like, maybe I should have gone. And so I made it a point to go to my next Scentsy event. And it was the best thing I ever could have done for my business. And I will tell you, before I went, I was scared. I was scared registering just because I was like, man, this means I'm actually thinking I can succeed at Scentsy if I'm going to go to this training event, right? I'm putting some eggs in a basket and hoping this works out, and I'm spending a little bit of money and that you can actually write off on your taxes. But so if you're one of those that you lean more towards it's a hobby, and for you it's like, I'm not going to go to those things, like I just do it for fun on the side. I've been there, but the best thing I ever could have done for my business and my family and myself was go to a Scentsy event. Best thing. It, like I said, completely changed my world. World tour corporate is going to come down and they're going to motivate us, inspire us. There's going to be amazing speakers. I've had to drive 3 or 4 hours to world tours. I've had to drive 20 minutes to world tours. It's whatever you invest, I can promise you it's going to be completely worth it. Completely worth it. And like Shonda said, try to bring your spouse if they're not completely sold. But Scentsy is a business, and so you have to put in some to get back, and put in a little bit, spend the money. You're going to get product for registering. You're going to get some awesome things. You're going to get some chances to win some amazing door prizes, maybe convention for free. It's going to be really worth it. And I've always said, if you show up, you go up. So if you want to make the business paychecks, you got to do the business things. You got to go to things like events, and you got to like put yourself out there. And, when we went to convention, yeah, I knew a couple other people, but other than that, I didn't know anyone, and that can be kind of scary. So if you are someone who your only excuse is that you don't know anyone, reach out to me or Shonda or Kelsey or Patty or Delinda or Roseanne, whoever your upline is. Reach out to us. We will connect you with someone so you have a buddy to sit next to. Don't not go because you don't know anyone. We will help you out. But I promise you, it'll be one of the best things that you chose to do. So does anyone else have anything to add about World Tour?
Have someone coming to Tulsa. I need y'all to love on us.
Girl, send me their
I
number.
will.
I'm going to Linda. I'm going to Tulsa. So Tulsa is for sure. I thought about going to Tulsa and Dallas, but I think the majority of my people, like you and Jamie and everyone, is Tulsa. So I plan on getting a hotel there. I have some downline that they all want to get a hotel at River Spirit together. So we've tossed around that idea. Delinda, if you guys end up planning anything, if I can help out, or if you guys do anything beforehand, let me know. I'm so pumped. Yay, Delinda, let's do it. Let's chat. We'll plan something too.
Delinda wants to go party.
Yeah.
I'm super excited because I'm doing Tacoma, Washington, and Riverside, California. So I'm super excited for that. Roseanne gets to be my chauffeur and pick me up from the airport and drive me around and take me to the airport. Super quick.
I'm excited. And you guys,
So, I literally am going. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I'm literally going Friday night and coming home Sunday morning, but it's a quick up-down flight. So I thought, why not? So I'm excited.
Yeah, and you guys don't not sign up because no one is going with you.
Yeah.
Sarah Bailly, she's going to Sacramento. Most of my team is down south. Don't ever feel afraid to go alone, because when you go to a Scentsy event, you are never ever alone. When they see someone sitting by themselves in the corner, there's always going to be someone that says, come on, sit with us. So don't ever be afraid to attend an event alone. I flew all the way to Europe by myself, and I was never alone, not 1 minute. So I think Patty has something to say about that.
For any of you, those that are like, oh God, they're not going to leave me alone. It is your choice if you want to be alone, but if you're afraid and you don't want to be alone, it's your choice whether you want to be alone or not. People are always with you from the time you get to the hotel or to the time you get to the airport or the time you even hop out of the taxi in front of the hotel. You'll know they're Scentsy people, and most Scentsy people, I will say, will, if they see you alone, they will invite you to sit with them, and it's very welcoming. I will say also for us, I live in America now, but I built my business in New Zealand, and for us, we didn't see people in the same island. So for us, when we went up to the North Island for Scentsy for World Tour, it's the only event that's held in New Zealand. For SFR, we have to fly to Australia. So for us, it was a chance to finally see people outside of that little circle on Facebook, or put faces to names. And maybe you don't jive with your upline, or you don't jive with some of the team members, but you find your people sometimes at these events that really are your people, even though they're not in your team or your organization. So it is a really nice thing to like go to these things. And I wish we could make people go, because since COVID, nobody's gone. Like anybody that's joined since COVID, a lot of people haven't been to live events yet, like SFR was, but not everybody was comfortable going yet. And so they don't understand the power of not only being around that Scentsy spirit, but understanding the bigger picture and just having that fun and filling your cup with that positive energy. Everybody leaves the event going, wow, that was awesome. Even if it wasn't as awesome as the years before or something, I'm always like, okay, because we have been to so many that we're just like, we want to hear what you guys think. And we're always so excited to hear how excited everybody is. So
I love it. That's so true. I mean, a lot of people that we've recruited, maybe a lot of you guys that are on too, you've never been to an event, so you don't know what you're missing out on, but you are missing out if you don't go.
mm-hmm.
Hands down. Shonda, do you have anything else you want to add? You look like you're about to.
No, I was just going to say that quote, leaders are born at events. That's so true. I mean, you go into it as a hobbyist and you think, oh, I'll go. It'll be fun to hang out with some people. And y'all, you come out of these events and you're like, holy crap, this could be a legitimate business. I could literally leave my miserable ass job, and do this full time, I mean, that's how I felt when I went to SFR the first time in Las Vegas by myself. I didn't even know Jacqueline really at the time. I go to Las Vegas and there's 10,000 consultants there that year. It was crazy. And I was scared to death. But the only reason we went was because it was like, we'll go. It's Vegas. We'll have fun while we're there. My husband was like, yeah, let's go to Vegas. Y'all, that's the only reason we even went. And we never left convention. I mean, we stayed there the whole time. It was convention back then, but we never left. We stayed there for everything. I was like, so just in it. I was all in after that. And, when I came home, and it wasn't immediately after that, but I came home from an event one time and I told my husband, I was like, I want to quit my nursing and do this full time. And he thought I had lost my mind. But it's something that changes in you when you go to events that you just don't expect. You really don't expect it. So, and you might get it at World Tour. You might get it at SFR. You may get it at Coffee Talk. You don't know. You don't know when you're going to hear what you need to hear from somebody else that's just going to spark something in you.
Yep.
So that's all I got.
I'm excited. All right. Anybody else have anything else they want to add? Yep.
Are you saying yep to me?
Yep, I thought you said something.
I said that I was excited too.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome. You guys get on there, register underneath your events tab if you haven't already. Some places will start to sell out pretty soon. I'm assuming they do every year around this time. So don't assume it's not going to sell out. Get on there, get registered under your events tab. And I'm excited.
I
Oh,
have a
you guys want to see Jackson's snake?
No.
Come here. That doesn't make him
No,
say hi.
No.
Why?
Nope.
Just why?
Oh, McKinley's held it. Mommy held
Jackson,
it.
did you hate your ants that much that you needed a snake so that we would never return?
Yes, very.
He loves the
That's like the
snake.
sole purpose of my wallet.
You guys,
I'm
he-
thinking my
thought
cat
so.
would like that.
he loves the snake so much that it shed for the first time.
I'm bringing Patty's cat the next time I come to
Oh,
visit.
Oh geez. He put the snake skin in a Ziploc bag and wrote on it "shed for the first time," and he nailed it on his wall above the cage because he said he's a proud dad. So
It is
He
a
loves-
big accomplishment for the snake to shed. Like it's a big deal. I have other snake
Yeah.
friends and I'm like, "Ugh."
oh yeah.
I have a question for SSDs on the call because this has come up. I thought because I had cross-border sign and everything, I could see events in other regions and who on my team is registered, and I cannot. And I've contacted consultant support and they said, no, you can't. You can only see what's in your region. And I'm like, well, everybody's but one out of 216 people are in another region. What do you mean I can't see who's
Hey, Patty, you should be able to go up to the top and change the region, and it
Nope.
won't let you still.
Nope.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna email you an email tomorrow, or let me see if I think I have it
I
tonight.
asked them if you could do it and they said no.
So I'm gonna email you a guy's name that can send you a report.
Okay.
I go bye
Say hi, everybody.
bye.
You're gonna go bye-bye?
Hey, sweetheart.
My snake's better.
Say I love Scentsy.
Oh, my snaky.
Okay.
Oh, my snaky. I'm gonna hold her.
Say does
No.
hey listen, say does anyone else have anything they want to add?
No, she's a smart girl. She does not want to hold that snake.
Oh, she loves the snake. She'll hold the
Hi,
snake.
go bye.
Oh, you went potty. That's good. Good job.
Hey, I have a question.
Yes.
Who on here is not registered for World Tour, but they're going to register after the call tonight? Raise your hand or comment below.
It shows their faces. You can't see who's raising their
Right?
hand.
I think James is in. He says I'm in. Anybody? And most of y'all may be registered already. All right then. 'Cause
Hey,
we're
I
gonna
will
look for your
upload-
names.
I'm gonna upload this to YouTube, and I'm gonna post on our Monday Mindset Facebook page. So you guys feel free to share and get people registered if it helps. The snake is crawling up my leg.
No, that's
Kelsey's-
not right. You have a
Kelsey
snake
said
in your
no.
bed.
No.
I
You're
do.
so
Going to
wrong.
Minneapolis.
Oh,
Birmingham
Okay.
too.
right there.
No, don't put it on me. You
Oh,
can.
come on. Don't be shy.
Oh,
Oh, it's going in your
Oh,
head.
that one. No. Uh-uh.
That might help me
Okay,
on my
good
street
night,
She has a
corner.
everybody.
damn snake in her bed.
You guys, this snake only bites or snaps when it's hungry.
It's
At least once a week.
I mean, does he just like,
Like Matt.
you oh, I'm not
There,
hungry
it
right now?
slithers.
It's but she's so sweet. She really is sweet.
Kiss her. Kiss her.
Jesus.
Ugh.
I can't say a snake is sweet. It just doesn't work.
Oh, McKinley wants to kiss. Okay, go on, see McKinley kiss a snake. Kiss a snake.
Yeah.
Kiss a snake. Okay, you can kiss right there.
No.
Right there.
All fun and games till the child got eaten.
Okay. Shh. All right. Well, we will end this Monday Mindset Monday, but I appreciate you guys taking time out of your Monday to join us. It's always so good to see your faces. I know Kelsey and Sean and Carmen and I were talking about how we love seeing you guys on. We hope that you see value in this, and we hope it's something that you'll want to send to your team. So if any of you guys want to be upcoming speakers, we would love that. So let us know, because we're going to start planning out the new year Mindset Mondays. So let us know, Delinda, Patty, Roseanne, Ryan, a lot of you guys on, Maricella. So let us know. Serena, we would love for you guys to speak about something. So we hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Have a good Thanksgiving, everyone. And we'll talk with you guys later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.